Wow, look at all of these magnetites. Holy moly, we got piles down here as well. It's the end of dredge season, boys, and I'm feeling nuggets today. We're gonna head down to the river. The water's dropped, so the dredge is kind of sitting high and dry, but so long the sluice is level and we can operate the nozzle, we'll be good to go. I'm getting into an area where we got riffled bedrock perpendicular to the current, and I'm gonna clear off all the overburden, dredge it up, and then peel back that bedrock, and hopefully we find some nice little pickers. So I'm gonna take you guys down the river. We're gonna find some gold and have a great day. Let's go. Here we got our dredge. I'm trying out some new matting this year. We got gold hog at the end on an over-under sluice. So we got two sluice boxes. And at the heads, I got large, heavy, grade expanded metal over miner's moss. This is probably where I capture 90% of my gold. When I do a clean out later today, I'll show you guys the setup. It's pretty slick. It's been working pretty well. The super heavy black sand and magnetite gravels we got here. As you can see, the water level's dropped and we're just barely floating today. Follow the hose on over. Now we're progressing to this face. This is my face cut right here. You can see that edge that hasn't been disturbed. Got a giant boulder right there. This light colored stuff at the bottom is all bedrock. So I uncover a big patch, another big patch, and then I come back, chisel, and break away all the bedrock, get into those cracks and crevices. I've set a pretty lofty gold goal for the end of the season here. I'm gonna do my darndest to hit it. We're gonna get suited up, hop in the hole, and get on the go. I put the long breaker bar through the handle of the dredge nozzles, so that way the current can't rip the nozzle and the hose downstream. When working bedrock, these are the tools I keep down in the hole at all times. Pick hammer, pry bar, and a big style kit's paw. This here is a layer of sticky clay. We call this false bedrock. It sits right on top of bedrock, has a little bit of paste streak on top of it, but as you can see further down below it on the real bedrock is where we got the big old magnetites and the line of gold. These are the type of indicators you want to look for down there. This is a big old magnetite. And here I'm uncovering one of my favorites, this greenstone. This is a form of olivine. It's a tiny bit heavier than the rest of the surrounding host rock, and it deposits along with garnets, magnetite, and gold. Heck of a lot of heavies down in this crack. Look at all those magnetites left there in the bottom. That's typically where your bigger gold hides as well. truly is unbelievable how much gold, black sands, and material can get wedged down in these super thin cracks. Look at all this stuff. Now, since I treat my mining and prospecting like work, because this is what I do. So I'm taking my breaks. I can come rest here in the shade, eat some food, refuel, get a game plan for the next dive, and get on it. You can see here the bedrock shelf slopes up and has all these cracks and crevices in it. I'm gonna rip apart this bedrock, suck out those cracks, pull up the gold, speed up for you guys, and check this out. Look at that. If you look closely enough, a lot of these cracks and crevices hold gold. I hit the edge of my hole. There's magnetite, double this size. Got a huge gold ring boulder right over my head there, so I'm gonna have to push that off. Check these things out, man. There's a nugget down there. Wow, look at all of these magnetites. We got rust layer down there, some big magnetites wedged in. Down in this little pocket, you can't really see. Oh, look at that magnetite. But I actually ended up pulling 3 or 4 pickers out of this little pocket right here. Well, we sure had a lot of challenges today. Holy man. This is the undercurrent box. This is the bottom layer of the sluice. You can see most of the riffles are pretty darn packed. I can't get them to clear any more than this. We have so much black sand and heavies. But in the upper box where we got the expanded moss, we got quite a few pieces. There's one right there. There's one right there behind the riffle. And up there, got a nice big old flake right there on the right hand side. And I'm sure there's many more. Day one complete. Man, I had nothing but problems today. We did get a couple little pickers. We'll be back at it tomorrow, and We'll do a total couple day cleanup here just in a little bit. First run complete. All these buckets are still thawing. We got water and some black to attract heat. Gonna let those thaw for a minute. Let's take a look in the box for our first run. Here we go. We got a lot of big flakes. All up in here, along here, here. Holy moly, we got piles down here as well. Those are looking beautiful right there. Here's a look at the lower box. And it looks like it worked pretty darn well. Lots of heavies in here. And that's just loaded. Here's our sponge gold, super ugly. We're gonna melt this down into a button. We got a little bit of BS in there, as you can see, as well as some alloyed copper and silver. Right now we're sitting at 32.7. Here's our beautiful giant button of gold. I bet you it's right around an ounce. There it is, 30 grams, just under an ounce. We melted it twice and then we coupelled it with a little bit of lead, which removed some impurities. Yeah, buddy, check it out. Woo! 30 grams, right in just under an ounce.